If you get your views from television news, you'll only hear stories that corporations choose. You'll only get to see what they want you to see. You're gonna have to read and decide what you believe. We all watched in horror 911. The planes hit the towers and the towers came down. Did you ever wonder how they fell so fast? Well, maybe that's a question that we're not supposed to ask. Don't you think it's strange there were no fighter jets? Did someone give the order not to intercept? And if they really scrambled, then why'd they fly so slow? Maybe there's an answer that we don't want to know. And where was our president? George W., that fool. He was visiting with children at an elementary school. And when he heard the news, he didn't seem concerned. He just calmly read a picture book while all those people burned. The Bushes and Bin Ladens. Now what's that all about? While all of us were grounded, they flew his family out. Osama got his training from the CIA. Our soldiers took Afghanistan, they let him slip away. A new Pearl Harbor was their big chance to launch two wars that they'd planned in advance. Now we know they lied about weapons in Iraq. Did they allow the 9/11 attack? If you get your views from television news, you'll only hear stories that corporations choose. You'll only get to see what they want you to see. You're gonna have to read and decide what you believe.
Howdy, and welcome to another episode of 9/11 Was an Inside Job. This is the fourth one of this season, this year, actually. And remember, this show is on YouTube, and it's on blip.tv. So feel free to review or download any part of it you want and use it later, whatever. Behind me, you'll see the latest. Remember that about a week ago they released all of the, there was a big fury about the New York police photos that were taken from a helicopter. They're going on behind me during this show, so you can check them out for your pleasure. Most of this show is going to be a live call-in show. We'll show the number in a minute. I'm going to show another video in a second. We'll take a break, and then after that we'll do the live call-in. Now, remember we talked about Richard Gage having a press conference. It was yesterday in San Francisco. The architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth have come up with over 1,000 bona fide engineers. They've signed the petition and joined the group, all demanding a new investigation, and it's based only on the science, not on any speculation. That would be a good way to evaluate all kinds of conspiracy theories. Just use the science. And, for instance, Alex Jones does a really good job on 9/11, but he's about 180 degrees off base on a lot of other things, like global warming. He's one of the people pushing the nonsense idea that global warming is a fraud. Like I said, stick to the science. The science could not be more concrete about global warming. And in the same category, the science also validates the fact that the 9/11 buildings were brought down with controlled demolition. We don't know who did it. You can only speculate on that. That's not our job. That's why we want a new investigation. Now, there's another controversy. We'll talk more about the architects and engineers, of course, but there's another controversy going on, and it centers around Alex Jones. He recently had a radio show where he kind of let everybody know what Google was doing. And Google, as you know, was working with the Chinese to really work out a magnificent, masterful censorship system for their internet. And of course, Google is working with Homeland Security to do the same thing here. And of course, we have, like I reported last time, Cass Sunstein, I think that's his name, the newly appointed regulation czar, the Obama appointee, recommended that we censor the internet. All conspiracy theories should be banned from the internet. Well, Google is going along with that idea. And keep in mind, the First Amendment only controls our government. It does not control private individuals. So the First Amendment only guarantees that the government cannot, block your freedom of speech. But it doesn't say that they can't pay somebody else to do it. I assume that, under any legal system, that would be BS. But under our present legal system, in the most corrupt country in the world, yes, I said it right here, the most corrupt country in the world, when we can have a massive war on the entire world and call it a war on terror, we're the most corrupt country there is. Nobody in the world believes that there's a war on terror. It's just America exerting its strength. Well, anyway, so the most corrupt country in the world says 9/11 was not an inside job. Well, you can't believe that. I got off track, but Alex Jones has reported that his account with Google has been canceled. Now, he was the most visited website in the 9/11 and other conspiracy group out there. I mean, he had hundreds of thousands of hits every week. So he was generating lots of money for Google, but I guess money wasn't enough. Now, this is all reported by Alex Jones, that they blocked his account, and he kept trying to set up other accounts with other individuals using some of the same material. The only excuse that Google gave, they said that Alex had violated their policy on attacking protected groups. Have you ever heard of a protected group? What's a protected group? Apparently it's Jews, women, homosexuals, and blacks. Now, it turns out that one of the most controversial but more famous movies that Alex Jones has done was the Obama Deception, wherein he doesn't attack Obama in any way because